On this episode of Hot Rod Garage, we turned hot into cool. Welcome back to Hot Rod Garage. I'm your host, Tony Angelo, and I hate to be saying this, but Lucky Casa's not here again. Instead, we've got my buddy Jimmy Caldwell, and Jimmy is an absolute ripper. You may recognize him from such shows as Drift This. He was on there stealing every scene.
I like that.
His full-time job is working with our buddy Chris Forsberg on his Formula Drift team. You are the crew chief extraordinaire. What do they call you?
Yes.
Crew master?
Crew chief of the year last year. So it's,
Boom, that's a real thing.
That's saying something.
But you've worked on like American cars, import,
Little everything.
A lot of drifting stuff. Our buddy Lucky is not feeling great. He's actually fighting the COVID virus, and we hope he's feeling better every day. We love him. We hope to see you soon, Luck. But for now, we are going to get back into this car. This is our project for the week. It's called our Buick Grand Tractional.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about this thing.
You can see it's a Buick Turbo in name only. It's got a lot of bad things going for it, but all in all, the car was $3,800.
That's pretty dirt cheap as far as
Pretty
these things
dirt cheap for a car that looks and sounds mostly like a Grand National. It was rusty and awful, but we cleaned a ton of rust out of the T-top header, replaced all the metal up there. I did quick and dirty couple hole repairs in the floor, and then we took it to the track. It's supposed to run like a mid-15. We did like a 15.2 once, and then the rods came a knocking. So I think we ran it once.
I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less from you, bud.
Thank you. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make it fast, which is awesome.
It deserves to be fast.
Yep. So what we are gonna do is put the best Grand National motor we could find in this thing. It has way more potential for power, and what we're putting in is even worked up more than stock. Let's check it out, get it figured out, and get it in this car. So this is the motor out of our 84 T-Type. It's what they call a hot air engine. They're rated at like 210.
Not enough.
Not enough horsepower. And the deal is they're just severely limited as far as like performance potential, right? This gets extremely hot. That's the turbine housing. And essentially what they did was they plugged the compressor, the outlet of the turbo with the charged air, the pressurized air, boom.
Directly in the intake.
Into the intake manifold. And if you can see, it's all the way in the corner here. I don't think the distribution is great. And then they just put a throttle body on the front of it. It'll heat soak everything. There's nowhere to put an intercooler on it.
Leaves a lot of room for improvement.
I agree. You might scavenge a couple parts off of it, but that's about it. Because now we've got this guy. So this is the motor that we're gonna put in it. This is an 86 to 87 Grand National motor, which, believe it or not, has a bunch of upgrades and more modern tech in it. It's got a throttle body on a regular intake manifold. It's got a turbo that sits here with an intercooler, and it has a serpentine belt drive.
Much more modern type situation.
Yeah, modern for 1986. Which is cool, and if you really think about it, like, they took a late 70s V6, modernized it as best they could. It would have had a distributor here.
Right.
So they put a cam sensor in there.
Added a crank sensor.
Added a crank sensor, very clearly an afterthought. But it's got, you know, sequential fuel injection. It would have had batch fire ignition. The plan is this: free-flowing exhaust manifold, gonna go up and feed a very modern dual ball bearing turbo, which is gonna pump air into a bar and plate modern intercooler to come out of that thing cold and charged up, hit this throttle body, but the fuel injection and the entire engine is gonna be controlled by a Holley HP. So the whole thing is gonna be, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna make some horsepower. We spent $3,500 for this motor with a turbo that we're not gonna use and an intercooler setup. So we're gonna pull this apart, clean it up, and get it ready for a bunch of new, modern, sweet performance. So we went ahead, taped this whole thing off. Jimmy is gonna blast it with some GM semi-gloss black, and we will get ready to bolt on a bunch of cool parts. So what we got when we bought this Buick motor is everything you see here, plus an alternator and a turbo, and one bracket to hold all the accessories. So we've been digging around on eBay, some parts shops, etc., and trying to figure out how to make a whole accessory drive, because none of the stuff on our earlier engine will work. Number one, it's all V-belts, which are terrible. Number two, they live over here, and now our turbo lives over here. So the move is, you get yourself,
hold on,
one of these guys, which goes...
It's a mystery.
One of these things.
Nope.
Sit.
Nope.
There.
Yep. Oh,
Yep.
getting warmer.
Here.
Uh-huh.
This?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Sort.
Down here?
Down. Up.
What?
In. There we go. That's it.
That ain't it.
That's it.
Really?
That's the sauce.
That can't be right.
That's not it.
No, that's what I said. It goes one of these ways for sure.
Yeah, like that.
That?
No, this one.
That?
Oh,
God, this is...
these
sorry.
ones.
There it is.
That's it.
That's the one. So this is an AC compressor delete pulley. And then we've got that going here. We're gonna have an alternator living up here, a tensioner here, and power steering down there. Motor's looking good, valve covers are cleaned up. We're gonna lay in this two-piece gasket setup. It is this monster valley pan / intake manifold gaskets, and then it has these two rubber gaskets for the China wall, which we normally toss when they're cork and just do a big fat bead of silicone, but we're gonna try these because they look like they fit really well and might seal up. We'll do a little bit of silicone around each water port on the heads.
You get one side, I'll get the other, so we don't smear it down through.
I like it.
Set it, and forget it.
Perfect. We're gonna put a little bit of thread sealer on the bolts that go around the water ports, just in case they go into the head, into the water jacket, and will leak. Oh,
Where did you get into so much of that?
is that black paint?
No, that's right stuff, and that's never coming off. How many wrist pounds do you think?
Like when you feel the bone in your wrist touch the other, but you're like, "Yeah, that's good.
That's way too tight.
This thing looks sweet. We've got the accessory drive mostly figured out. That looks awesome. Everything else is cleaned up, painted, ready to rock. I put on some fresh engine mounts, and I think we're gonna let it dry overnight, sit like this. We'll come back in the morning, start cramming a bunch more performance stuff on it, and then actually put it in the car. So stay tuned for that. It's a whole new day here at the shop. If you're gonna make a bunch of horsepower, you need a bunch of fuel.
Lots of it.
Yeah, so we've got a big fuel pump and a Holly Sniper tank. We're gonna go in there to replace whatever old crusty nonsense is currently back there. And then we're gonna slap in a sweet new set of gauges.
Let's rip this thing out. Hopefully it's topped off full.
Yeah,
It's my favorite.
let's find out. So you wanna start on the tank?
Yes,
I'll
sir.
start tearing the exhaust out.
I hope it goes quick and doesn't go down my arm. It's my favorite when it hits my elbow.
Oh, there it is.
Watch your head.
Got it. It's super fun to work on 80s GM cars because you need every tool under the sun. You need metric, standard, probably British pipe thread. There it is. Gas smells fresh. It's only been a year and a half. So this is the new tank setup. It's Holly Sniper. It comes with a 400 liter per hour fuel pump. It's a lot of gas. It's gonna pump it into that engine, and the big turbo's gonna use it all.
Pretty simple looking kit. Thankfully, there's instructions. Probably gonna need it.
You're gonna need it. You do this,
I'll do this.
and I'm gonna go pull the gauges out and put in a super cool new setup.
Awesome.
All right, brake.
Divide and conquer.
Yes.
This is gonna be very tight. So trim these hoses up to match the depth of the tank. Put the proper distance between the return and the pickup. Seems like this hole is a tad small for all of this. Try and get her fit in there though.
So the Buick interior is like super grandma. So I'm gonna do a full complement of gauges, but you know, analog looking gauges. These are new vintage USA. It's a kit just for the Grand National. It has speedometer, tach, battery voltage, oil pressure, water temp, fuel level, and a separate boost gauge. So the smaller gauges will plug right into the tach and the speedo, and then I'll do some more reading and I'll tell you more later.
No instructions, I don't need these. So I have duplicates. Finishing up all the goods on a Sniper tank. Got the sender unit in and working on the fuel level gauge at the moment. Have to cut this bracket a little bit shorter because of the shallow tank. Oh, yeah.
Got it?
Yeah, brute strength, you know what I'm saying? That looks perfect.
Battery voltage. Who cares? Put you down on the bottom left here. Never looking at you. Who's next? Fuel level. Also going on the boring side. Zach, this is what's important. You put the boost gauge right in the front there. Watch this thing go eat at 20 PSI.
All right, just buttoning up this tank. New sender and fuel level gauges in there.
Boom.
Looks tidy, right?
I love it. You did a great job. Feeling that? Feeling it. Thing's gonna live right there. Perfect.
Nice. Finishing up on the install. Everything's tucked away. Tony, what do you think about this?
I love it. Those 7 gauges take up all the space across the little gauge panel here. So what I'm gonna do is lay in this insert, trace it out, cut out all this material that's now gonna be showing you all those cool gauges, and then silicone this guy on top, and it pretty much matches. Don't touch it while it's still smoking. Don't do it. It's not worth it. I've got it all trimmed up. All of the original bezel that we need is gone. They want to use silicone, so that's what I've got on here, just a little bead of black silicone, because they say it stays nice and flexible, but we'll keep this down. So I'm gonna put some weights on there and just try to hold it down while it dries for a while. All right, very scientific. All right, so I have pulled the entire gauge support panel out of the dash because I've got to remove all this material to get the new vintage gauge set to sit in here deep enough to screw it in. There she is. Beautiful. I think the idea is this piece is gonna hold it all together. It'll be nice and rigid, and the whole thing will go right back in there. Boom. There we go, finally. This new vintage setup is going in for good. It's super sweet. I connected it to the stock harness and ran new wires for a couple of gauges, boost, water temp, and oil pressure. So we should be all dialed in. I'm talking this thing's gonna have left and right indicators, a high beam indicator. It should be very well set up. It's gonna be sweet. Here we go.
Man, does that ever look good.
That took forever, but it looks amazing. Sitting in this car just exudes the whole story, boom, in here. You know what I'm saying? Because look,
Yeah.
This is a grandma car, and at the time, 1980, 81, Buick was NASCAR champs. That's what Grand National meant.
It was actually called that.
Yeah, that's the series. So they're like, we need to make a car that's super badass.
Nobody really wanted a Buick.
No, this car coming from Pontiac or like Chevy, you'd be like, that's pretty cool, I get it.
Right.
But this car coming from Buick is like a mind blower.
And this style of this particular G-body was like the best hands down of them all.
Masterpiece.
There's a reason that they only made them in black. It was like, what, 547 of the GNXs ever made?
That's right.
Like, that's a...
He just knows that off the top of his head.
I read it.
Faster than Corvettes, faster than Testarossas, all sorts of crazy.
It's the fastest production car of its time, right?
It's wild.
The world.
Wild. Fast in 1985 has nothing to do with today.
No, but
That's where we come in.
classic style. And then we're
We
going
make
to make it
fast
faster.
for today. Jake the Snake here is getting ready to put the Holly harness on, and here's the deal. One company, Cruise Motorsports, makes this happen. There's not a ton of stuff for 38-year-old V6s, but Cruise makes it, and what it really helps out with is all the upgrades that are just built in. We're gonna run sequential ignition with modern LS-style coils from Holly. We're gonna run these 60-pound Siemens injectors. It's gonna control them very easily. It's gonna be fully programmable, and it's gonna plug right into the car.
Streamline.
Show them the plug.
The big one. This goes directly into the vehicle's factory system.
So they pick up the factory cam and crank sensors. They tell you how to dial it all in. We're gonna use factory coolant, factory map even. It's gonna be awesome. We're putting on a set of Flowtech ceramic-coated headers, turbo manifolds, if you will. It consists of two very conventional-looking headers that essentially will get wide together underneath the trans, give us an up pipe for the turbo to sit. Boom, right here.
Boom. Where all the magic happens.
That is where the magic happens. It's fishing time. We're gonna fish this fully integrated engine and partly chassis harness from Cruise into the car. It's gonna essentially get all the powers and everything it needs right here. And I don't think we have to do a lot of actual like cutting and splicing at all. It's gotta go through the firewall, and it is tucked way in there. How we doing?
Oh, boy.
Sounds like there's a couple of squirrels running around underneath the dash, so.
What the heck?
They're getting ready for winter. I think we're almost done.
Oh, things are happening now.
You in there?
Fully grump-tiered, yeah.
Perfect. You're here for one more day.
One more day.
And we want to get this connected to a transmission.
Definitely in the car.
In the car.
Lack of transmission holding us up big time.
Yeah, we had a transmission. Our buddies at Gear Star, we sent them the 200R4 because they don't have cores because they're hard to get. They put 10 pounds of awesome into this transmission.
Level 500.
Yeah, level 185. And then they sent it back to us, and a shipping company who will not be named, but it rhymes with bread sex, apparently had it on a truck. It got ran in. Somebody was drunk driving it. I don't know what happened. They flipped it. We need the transmission to hang the turbo, connect the crossover pipe. What we are thinking we're gonna have to do is go out and buy a used transmission, slap it in here, get this thing in the car, because we have essentially one more day to get this thing done. So we're gonna call it here, go get a good night's sleep, and come back, because what we want to do is get it back in and fired up while you're still here.
I want to hear this thing run.
Yeah, you have to drive it to the airport. That's the goal.
Oh, it's my ride.
That's the real goal. All right, it's a whole new day here at the shop. We have bought $900 worth of used 200R4. That's what California prices are like. And we have an art car, pretty sweet actually, about 2,800 RPM stall converter, unlocked guy that he sold us as quickly as possible. So we appreciate it, art car.
Her Ram Jam?
1, 3, 1. Yeah, there she is. Send her home.
There it is.
It looks square now?
Of course it's square. That thing is probably hip to be square.
Let me lift the back.
Sure. Yep.
All right, start coming down.
Yeah, check it out. We got this.
Gravy.
Maybe. Coming down. Don't want to break your arm.
It's tight in here, boy.
Oh, there
It is. Sweetness.
Yeah.
She went home. Buick and all V6 G-bodies apparently had this goofy crossmember with the mount off-center for some kind of vibration isolation. We don't have the goofy mount. It's not gonna hold up the horsepower we're gonna make anyway. So we're gonna cut it, center it, and then you can use a regular style conventional mount, drop the trans right on top of it, and everyone is cool. We're gonna make our own transmission extension mount from the crossmember. Jimmy found this sweet all-star made bracket. We're gonna cut it, weld it to our crossmember, drill a little slot in it, and be done very quickly, because time is ticking. The motor looks level.
Yeah, I think that's primo. It's kind of where the pickup is.
All right. Now that we have the motor sitting in there with the Flowtech header set up, it seems like downpipe clearance is very tight, but we're trying to figure out where it fits, because we want to get that in before we lay in the centerpiece of this build, one sweet Garrett turbocharger provided by Limit Engineering.
The flange is enemy number 1.
Oh, you know, it's damn close. Now you're into that flange. Keep going. Come on, we're almost clear. There it is. The frame's really strong. It doesn't move out of the way at all. So after some serious wrestling, we have our downpipe in, up pipe, headers all done. The thing that goes between them all is the turbo. It's time to put that on. How you doing up there?
I'm doing great. It'd be great if I could get down.
What a great idea. This is a Garrett GTW3884R turbo that Limit Engineering has provided. And what they do is they machine a stock exhaust housing, because it's this sort of off-the-wall 3-post flange, but they make it all work together. So Garrett plus Limit, Hot Rod Garage, what could go wrong?
Yeah. Torque spec Tony.
Yeah. What's nice about this housing setup, because it's been machined to accept that modern turbo, they're still running internal wastegate, so all the regular Grand National stuff works. So we can buy an off-the-shelf downpipe from Full Throttle Speed, 3-inch guy, integrated wastegate flapper, pretty sweet. His flight leaves in like 2 hours. This is not, do not try this at home.
This is honestly probably better than most installs go.
This thing is going to be awesome. Let's look at the list. Blah, 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 blah. All right, let's fire it up. Fans aren't wired, but...
No
feeling
fans.
It? You feeling it?
I'm feeling very pumped. I mean, there's no IAT. It's probably fine.
IAT's fine. Plug it in, though. Plug it in and let it hang. That's it. Here we go.
All right, I'm about to fire this thing. You ready?
I'm ready.
You're ready?
I'm ready. Let's do
I'm
it.
gonna prime the fuel one more time.
Prime it. Yeah.
All right.
Sounds awesome.
Sounds sweet.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
Now I'm hearing it. Now I'm hearing that.
Pre-tune? That's sick.
That Grand National thing. Dude, for not having us tune up on this thing, though, that is awesome.
Awesome. Well, dude, thank you so much. Coming out last minute. Jimmy's actually got to go to the airport, like, right now.
Like, right now, I gotta go.
It's 9:30 at night. He's got to fly on a red-eye. But we're going to take this thing to the dyno, essentially just the way it is, and see what kind of power it makes. You actually have to leave. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, buddy.
See you.
Thank you. Do I have to do more work, or can I go to sleep? Okay, it's party time. We've got our Grand National here at West Tech Performance Group in Miraloma, California. These guys are essentially the industry standard when it comes to dyno tuning, and what we're here to do is put some power down. Now we've got that 87 intercooled motor with the cot camshaft in it. Remember, Flowtech headers, Garrett/Limit turbocharger, and the Holley HP controlling everything via the cruise harness. It's going to rip. Guess I'm riding along. Yeah.
Should we sync this bad boy up and see where we're at?
Let's do something.
All right.
All right, we need to get that boost up, huh?
Yeah, most likely.
Cross our fingers on this transmission. All right, we're getting somewhere.
Good, we're getting somewhere.
All right, guys, here's the big numbers. We made a max of 165 wheel horsepower, but we haven't gone over 3,000 RPMs yet, so that's something.
Ten, 11.
Give it a couple more clicks.
Yeah. Better, but same thing.
Better, but same thing.
Yeah.
We've got our Grand National on the dyno. It sounds awesome. Eric's been doing the tuning, cleaning it up, and we've got it screaming and running up beautifully to about 3,100 RPM. And here's the deal. That's where we're gonna have to end this episode. When we bought this temporary converter from Art Car, he told me, I've put 27 converters in my Grand National. This one's not gonna work. And we didn't have another day for him to make us up a turbo converter. And I was like, it's our only option, send it over. It's in there, and it seems to be limiting this thing and sort of blowing through the converter at about 3,100. The good news is this. By 3,200 RPM, we're making 225 wheel horsepower and 371 pound-feet of torque. Even at half potential, we're already stomping a Grand National, intercooled or not. It's already a big upgrade. I know this thing is going to kill, and because we are kind of jammed up here, I'm gonna make sure we see this thing very quickly and running right. That is it for this episode of Hot Rod Garage. I want to say thank you to everybody that helped make this thing possible. My buddy Jimmy for flying in. We heard Lucky is recovering nicely. We hope to have him back soon. Thanks to the guys at West Tech and Eric for coming in on a weekend to make this happen. Gearstar, thanks for making the transmission. We hope to see it soon. Holley, HP, the cruise setup, the harness is incredible. Thanks to Garrett and Limit for putting that turbo package together. Don't forget to check us out on social media between episodes. The show is Hot Rod Garage Show on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Tangelo96 on Instagram. Lucky is Mobile Tech Lucky. And Jimmy is iConcepts. Peace. I am Mobile Tech Lucky. Jimmy is iConcept. Did I sound Mobile Tech lucky? Big power means you need some big fuel getting pumped at that. What am I saying?
I don't know, pump it.
Pump fuel?
Pump
Big
it,
pump.
jam, pump it up. And how are you feeling? Funky?
A little funky.
Yeah.
That's something I ate, I think, this morning.
You're trying to lambada right now. It's forbidden.
Doing a little lazy Swayze, you know what I'm saying?